Hello! Hello. Welcome. It is Harvesting Day. Oh my god. Marvel's knocking everything over. Greg, hello. Hello, Willow? I don't know what that means. Who's Willow? Who's this Willow you speak of? Right, let's start. It means nothing. Okay. Alright, as you'll notice, I did play quite a bit off stream. So I'm here a couple days before the Flower Festival, and I can talk about what I've done in the meantime. But yeah. Sometimes you just say things because you feel them. That's valid. Alexander Dean, hello, good morning. The weather forecast is gonna be rain tomorrow. What a way to start. The rain is like my feelings. I was very sad yesterday. I was very sad yesterday. You go by Jojo? Yeah, you can call me Jojo, or Joy is fine too. Jojo or Joy. But I think most people online just call me Jojo because that's the nickname I tend to use. In most online contexts. Yeah, I was sad yesterday because oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have just trailed off. No, it wasn't. It's not like a big deal. It was a bit of a downer because my two favorite VTubers graduated. So I was quite sad about it. I don't know if anybody else here like follows Hollow Stars or Hollow Live, but two of the Hollow Stars guys, who they debuted like less than a year ago. They graduated kind of suddenly after like almost 2 months of being just like MIA, and then it was announced that they were quitting basically, and that was it. That was that. There was no like goodbye stream or anything like that, so it was kind of a bummer and kind of a shock. But it seemed like it was their choice, and they didn't get like fired or anything. It was just like, I don't know, I think they just wanted to do something different, so that was kind of a consolation. Graduation means we don't work at this company, we don't stream anymore. Exactly, yes, it is. They are quitting their job is what it means. It's like a I don't know, like a nice way of saying that they are retiring from that character that they play. So they retire the character, they retire, sometimes they will retire the channel, like they'll just take down all the content, but I don't think they're doing that in this case. Calling it graduation seems like what you tell kids about their pets. Yeah, my two favorite VTubers went to a farm upstate. No, yeah, it is kind of, I don't know where the term like originated from actually. I don't know why they call it graduation. I guess because they kind of, at least originally, they're kind of like, they were like classes or something like that. Wait, I think I know the lore. I think there was like some kind of like VTuber Academy or something. Like one of the early VTuber corporations was like a school sort of theme. So like, and they kind of like went through training to become like entertainers, but they were like anime characters. So oh, and I don't know if you saw, I was in the Cowborn earlier. I almost downloaded. That's not right. I bought a bunch more cows. So we got a lot more cows growing up. I'm gonna try to fill the barn by the end of the game because that's how we get the most points. Wait, have I finished wooing Ellen? I can't remember. Let me go check her diary real quick. But yeah, I think graduation might stem from that school themed VTuber company, because like since it was school themed, like, oops. Oh, I have not finished wooing Ellen. She only has 7 hearts. Go back. Yeah, so I think that's where it came from. And then I guess it's just become kind of a universal VTuber term. I should buy another cow. If it's following a school theme, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't follow a school theme anymore, but I think that's kind of the origin of it. How much money do I have? Oh, is this enough money? Probably. Okay. Yeah, so they graduated, and they were like my absolute favorite VTubers. They were the ones that got me into like watching VTubers. Like I didn't really watch streamers before in general. What is a VTuber? The term seems too nice for what it is. Yeah, because I think it comes from like a school theme. I don't think it was like a... Yeah, otherwise I think you're right, Greg. It sounds a little bit like euphemistic. Oh, where am I going? I'm like not thinking about what I'm doing. I want a flower. I'm a VTuber, sort of. I don't know if I'm like fancy enough to call myself a VTuber. I'm kind of just like a... I don't know. At what point At what point are you qualified to be called a VTuber? I feel like most of the VTubers I know about, they're like very fancy. Like they have like a debut stream. They have like a fan name for their community. They like put out schedules. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of I think I'm just a person who streams sometimes and then happens to have a virtual avatar. There has to be a chart about what constitutes a VTuber. Yeah, like the I don't know what you call it. Like the definition. I don't know if you've seen like the definition of a sandwich, like D&D alignment chart. Check on these girls' hearts. It's been a while since I played because I was playing off stream, but I haven't played Harvest Moon in a while because I was finishing Outer Wilds because of the eye. Okay, that's that. What I've seen what's a kaiju chart? Oh, I saw one that was like very oh, it's too late in the day. I saw one that was very specific to like East Asian culture. That was like what constitutes like a red packet. And I don't know, like, and it was like, well, the contents, like the two axes, design axes, were like contents and form. So like one part of the chart was like, okay, is it like form purist, form neutral, and form rebel or something like that? And it was like, okay, is it an envelope? Is it an envelope and is it red? Or is it like a container? It is a container of some kind. Or something like that. And then the other was like contents, like it had to have money inside to count as a red packet. Or, you know, it could range from money to like, it can be anything. Anything can be a red packet. And I think like one of them was like a Pokeball. Like a Pokeball is a red packet that you get on New Year's. Like full purist art has to be over 100 meter tall and from Japan. Yeah, exactly. I think those are really funny. Oh, I didn't need to give... I guess I'm done with wooing Eve. I think Eve and Anne have 8 hearts each, so I don't need to give them any more presents, I guess. Okay, good to know. The other extreme was it has to be way bigger than main character's perspective and not necessarily from Japan nor evil. Ah, interesting. So human from the Bee movie counted as a kaiju? No! I mean, I guess. Oh, this man has been waiting for me with a cow. I forgot what my cows' names have been. About Mag in honor of my VTuber favorite. I think you retweeted the red envelope image. Oh, I did? It was like around the holidays. Yeah, I probably did. I probably did see it on Twitter. Are these grown? No, they're not. Let us water plants. Oh, I'll give a tour of what I've done around the farm off stream. So I planted a lot more grass. Fully grown. I still like can't tell like what fully grown grass looks like. But anyway, I planted a lot more grass. I need to fill up. I kind of just want to fill it with grass because that prevents like weeds and stuff from growing. I might just like slowly buy grass for the rest of the game. This is an eyesore, this patch of grass that I haphazardly put here. And then I planted, I changed up my crop arrangement. Apparently, on the game facts, this is the, when you get the horse, once you get the horse, this is like the recommended way to arrange your crops because then you can like lead your horse down here and then like ship stuff via the horse because the horse is basically a portable shipping bin. And and then the horse won't like leave because it like walks around by itself. It won't leave because it's stuck in between the plants. So that's like the expert strat, apparently. Oh God! I did not mean to do that. Horses are cute in this game. They sure are. The animals are very cute in this game. The artist did a good job. The artist did a good job. The other Harvest Moon games keep animals as cute. I think they do. I think they go through pains to like make them kind of cute, but it sort of varies. I'm trying to remember if I've I've seen screenshots of horses that look real funny, but I don't know what game they're from because I had to look up Harvest Moon horse screenshots as reference for the art that I'm working on. And like sometimes the horses look really weird, like they have like big bug-eyed, like they're like you can tell they're intended to be cute, but they're not. So I don't know, it kind of just depends, I guess. Some people really don't like the cows, these round cows. Like some people think that these cows look really weird, and so I don't know. Some of the other Harvest Moon games make the cows look a little bit more realistic. Yeah. I need to brush my new cow. Let's brush my new cow. So yeah, it varies. It varies based on the style of the game. And the characters also, I think, tend to change in style from game to game as well. Today I planted some Brussels sprouts in your home garden. You're living harvesting. Amazing. How long does it take for Brussels sprouts to grow? I've always like fantasized about like, oh, I'm gonna make a little home garden with like little herbs and like, I don't know, whatever. And then I think about the fact that I have to like wait for them to grow. And then I'm like, maybe never mind. I don't know, I've never done it before. Well, good luck. Good luck with the Brussels sprouts. Actually, come to think of it, I don't even know how do Brussels sprouts even grow? How do Brussels sprouts even grow? Are they like underground plants? Or do they grow on like a stalk? How do Brussels sprouts work? I've never thought about this. You don't know that either, you'll find out. Oh, okay. Oh, please report back with your farming knowledge. Okay, I think everything. I think this is everything. Beanie, hello. Feel like it might be in the name. They aren't called Brussels roots. True. True. They sprout from something. Oh, I tried to go into this bed. Whoa, I just realized. Is this my wife's bed? Because it's like smaller than my bed, and that doesn't seem fair. Oh, wait, maybe this is like the kid's bed, because you can have a toddler. You can have two children, so this might be the baby and the child. Okay, I see. This is still a very small bed for two people. Brussels sprouts was that one meal every cartoon wrote was the most disgusting one 15 years ago. I know, right? What did Brussels sprouts do to get such a bad rap? I don't understand. I think they're fine. Well, the flower festival is tomorrow. The whole town is covered with a good smell of flowers. Everybody, let's get together at the public square at 3 o'clock. Perfect. Oh, I have money this time to buy the special flower. They're so delicious, especially roasted. Yeah. They're really good. Oop. It's the flower festival tomorrow. I'll stop work earlier and come to the public square at 3 o'clock. If you have livestock, you better feed them before the festival. I'll definitely pick up the shipping goods in the box if you put them in it. Goodbye. That's probably because they're awful and deserve their spear campaign. Oh, Beanie is a Brussels sprouts hater. We have a Brussels sprouts hater in the room. I don't like love them. They're like not my favorite vegetable, but I'm like okay eating them. I don't know. It's like if there's like nothing, I like them more than like spinach or like kale. Like I like them better than floppy vegetables. I think one writer wrote it in the 90s and everyone just copied that and turned it into a trope. They do that a lot in cartoons. The same jokes cannibalize a lot. Oh, it's like the internet. Us humans never change, huh? We've been like this all this time. Kale, more like fail, but tish. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of kale. Like, kale is actually a vegetable that I am not a fan of. It's like so weirdly crunchy and like, it's like all bumpy and like does not look delicious. Just like most vegetables. Oh no, I eat vegetables. I will eat vegetables, but I eat them reluctantly. But I don't like, I don't dislike a lot of them. I do dislike tomatoes for some reason. I don't know why. I did not have any sort of like traumatic tomatoes experience, but check on my, oops. I wish I had some roasted Brussels sprouts right now, but that's kind of a weird thing to cook at midnight. Also, I think Brussels sprouts are one of the vegetables that can make you like your tummy hurt. Because it's like too much fiber or something like that. I don't know. Like I know broccoli is like that. It can make you like gassy. Like broccoli and beans and Brussels sprouts, I think. They're probably not good to eat like right before sleeping. Green bean hates vegetables. The irony. The irony. Corn, carrots, green beans, and peas are all about I'm okay with. Those are all good. Those are all good vegetables. Oh, speaking of cannibalizing jokes, I will cannibalize a joke I saw on Instagram. It was like a really, I wish I could remember the handle of the person who made it, because I thought it was a really clever like skit idea. They made this like survivor of traumatic experiences like parody video where the traumatic experience that their interviewees went through was like being victims of dad jokes. And one of them, like a couple of them were like ones I had heard before, like make me a sandwich, you know, Dad, can you make me a sandwich? And then, you know, he goes, abracadabra, you are now a sandwich. Like, I've heard those kinds of things before. But then one of them was like, I was at dinner and my dad accidentally spilled some peas on the table. And he said, oh no, I have peed on the table. I thought that was so funny. For some reason. I never heard that one before. Tomatoes are fruits, they have seeds. Okay, so I guess I'm pretty okay with vegetables since tomatoes don't count. Where is Ellen? That one's good. Isn't it good? Where the heck is Ellen? She's not in her house. In here? Excuse me, where is your niece? I want to give her an egg. Where is she? Green bean is autistic and most vegetables have horrid textures that make them feel like they're eating bugs. Ah, yeah, like I can understand that with the, I think that's kind of what I have with kale. I don't know what it is about kale. Where are all the girls? Oh, is it Saturday or something? Is that why they're disappeared? Reach the age where I make dad jokes without realizing it. Oh wow, that's like a superpower. You've like gained a skill from leveling up over the years. Where is Maria? Where are the girls? Where is everybody? Where are you? Where are the girls? What? Let's go back. We have to go back. I feel like dad jokes is how some people call jokes that barely try or where that they barely try. I think that's a good definition. But like, and it has to be paired with like absolute delight. Like you can't just say it. You can't say it without confidence. You have to say it with confidence. Where are the babes? Wait, Jojo, I forget. Do you also have the tism? I do not. I think. I'm not sure. I've never like, sometimes I thought about if I do. But because I have some things like that are very, that are like, I don't know, like sometimes I have trouble like socializing and things like that, but I can't tell if that's just like normal social anxiety or if I have like, if there's like something else going on. The babes are not on the mountain, but, so I've thought about like, should I like try to examine this more? But I you know, if it's not bothering me that much, then I'm okay like not knowing, you know? I don't know. But I've never like asked, I guess. Fun stream idea. Jojo takes the RADS R test live. Oh, there's like a test I can take? Interesting. Maybe I should. I don't know. I've like read some things about like, I also don't know how like credible it is too. Like sometimes you see stuff on Twitter to be like, oh, like I didn't know like an autism symptom was like these things. And I'm like, oh, I do that sometimes. I'm like, is this like real or is this just like a person saying stuff? I don't know. I can't. Should I believe this person on the internet? Okay, well, I just ran around town carrying an egg looking for babes and found nobody. So I guess I'm going to keep this egg for myself. I shall keep this egg for myself. What? Where are the babes? Tuesday? Is it because it's raining? They just like disappeared off the face of the earth? Huh. Guess I'll just maintain the farm. Besides those VTubers going to the bar. Was your week good? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What did I do this week? I did spend some time. I finished watching the VTuber, a different VTuber that I follow, who was playing Echoes of the Eye. He finished it a little while ago, actually, so I didn't watch him finish it live. I very sadly missed it, but he did finish Echoes of the Eye, so I spent some time catching up on those VODs. And that was really cool. Like, Katie Arzetto, hello, welcome. That was really cool. Like, I picked up on so much more stuff watching the ending again. Like, I guess it is now my 4th time watching the ending. And I guess seeing a different chat, like, kind of talk about it and seeing a different person kind of comment on the ending, I realized some things that I hadn't realized before, which I think is kind of hard to pick up on when you're in, like, gaming mode and you're, like, trying to solve puzzles and you're, like, I don't know. So that was kind of cool. It's a test you can take online, and if you score above a certain point, I want to say 90, it can be used as strong reasoning for diagnosis. Hey, if you score between 90 and 110, you should probably go talk to somebody. Ah. It is very well regarded by professionals. That's cool, and it's neat that they, like, make it available, because sometimes these kinds of things are just, like, buried in an academic paper somewhere, and you, like, can't find it. So it's nice that they make that available. That's very cool. Okay, I'll check it out. Katie Rosetta just finished normal Outer Wilds just the other day. Ooh, how did you like it? I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of interesting. I think after I finished it the first time, I was like, oh, that was a pretty cool game. I can see why people like it. And then, like, the more I watch other people play it, the more I'm like, wow, this is such a good game. Like, my respect and admiration for it is, like, increasing, even though I'm, like, not playing it, which I think is kind of interesting. I don't know. Interesting. Gamer mode. Hello, Jack Coro. Welcome. When I was first looking into whether or not I might have the TISM, I took the test and it was like, yeah, if you score above 90, you probably have autism. Anyway, you scored 164. Have fun. Oh my god. I told my therapist I scored 164. She did a legit real life double take. Wow. Interesting. That's cool. That's like it's a nice way to, like, for people to have a tool to, like, you know, do a little bit of a self-evaluation to kind of prompt them to get something, you know, looked at professionally instead of just like wondering forever, like what's kind of going on. I realized the point of everything. It ate me up for a while. Aw, that's a sad Wooper emote. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's yeah, I got like more sad watching the ending. Like, oh, where am I going? I'm checking the bar to see if the babes are at the bar. Yeah, I got more sad like after I'd watched the ending a couple of times from watching other people. Like, I didn't tear up during my playthrough, but like when I was watching somebody else, I was like, oh. Like it really like hit me. Interesting. Yeah, it's just a good game, the way they put it together. And yeah, I won't talk too much about the DLC, but yeah, there's some things that I realized about the DLC, like the contrast that the DLC story has with the base story, which I didn't realize in my own playthrough. It's pretty interesting. It's just good storytelling. Good storytelling, really good game. What else happened? I went to IKEA a lot. I was like hunting for, there's like some particular things that I was trying to get at IKEA, and I was like stalking the IKEA app to see if they were in stock. And then I got there, and the app lied to me. It said there were 2 in stock, but there's only 1 on the shelf. And so I was like kind of contemplating, like, should I go look around and see if I can find, maybe if there's another person in here who took the other one, maybe I should ask them. Or maybe they're looking for me. Maybe they're waiting to fight me for the other thing. I don't know. Weather forecast is that it will begin to rain at midnight. Why's it raining so much? Good gosh. And then I bought the thing and I came home, and then I opened it and I was like gonna get ready to put it together, and it turned out they like forgot to put oops. They forgot to put the right color. It was like the wrong color inside, or like the colors were like mixed up. Like some of the parts were the right color and some of the parts were the wrong color, and I was like, no, so I had to go return it. And returning at IKEA was... Actually, it wasn't that bad, because I did... I went during a break between meetings, since I work from home, and I was just able to like... Are my plants? My plants are ripe. Fancy pants over here are able to afford IKEA furniture. Is it like... Okay, so I've gotten mixed opinions about IKEA over the years of my life, because I used to think IKEA was like a fancy thing, and then like when I was in college, I have a distinct memory of my boyfriend at the time was like moving into an apartment or something like that. I was like helping him move, and his parents were there, and they were like talking about IKEA. They're like, oh yeah, it's like really cheap, and I was like, huh? IKEA is supposed to be the cheap option, but I'm just poor. Yeah, I think that's kind of like what I don't know. Yeah, now that I'm older and I have done like seen furniture shops, I'm like, oh, okay, it is cheaper, but it's still not that cheap. But yeah, IKEA's cheap furniture is expensive. Let's see. But yeah, I know I had a distinct memory where I was like, I think my boyfriend's parents and I come from different, or like I was like, I think that was when I realized I was like, oh, I think some people I know and I come from slightly different economic backgrounds. I don't know. That was like it was like a weird like formative moment. It's very strange. Walmart furniture is cheaper. Oh, I didn't even know Walmart did furniture. That's interesting. My office chair is cheap, but it's still like 400. Yeah, and things are more expensive now. Like we have like the cheapo, we have like the absolute cheapo IKEA coffee table, the lack. It's just like a slab of not real wood on like 4 sticks. It was like $20 or something when we got it, and we've just been using it all this time for like, I don't know, like almost 10 years, I think. And then we were like, huh, it's kind of dinged up. Like maybe we should replace it. It's only like $20. But then we looked and it had like doubled in price. It's like $40 or $50 now. We're like, oh man, this used to be like like dirt cheap. Like $20 for a table. But yeah, like a lot of stuff at IKEA, I guess, is also, I mean, just maybe it's a general like economy thing, but yeah, stuff has gotten more expensive. I have 4 of them for my Transformers. Ah! IKEA took advantage of the pandemic to jack up the pricing. Oh, is that what happened? I see, that's too bad. Oh, speaking of IKEA shenanigans, I saw Bloodthirsty Tactics while I was waiting to return my thing that was the wrong color. So at IKEA, they have like a wait list. So like if you want to return something or exchange something, you like put your name on this like digital wait list. Kind of like a Yelp wait list. You just put your name on there and then you just like wait and then they'll like call your name. And then, and like the line was actually moving a lot faster than expected because like you get on the wait list and it's like, oh, you have to wait for like 40 minutes and people are like, oh man. So they leave and like go get food or like do something. And then they come back later, but like I guess some people didn't come back in time. Oh my god, I'm a fool. What am I doing? I have my horse. I have my fancy horse. I can't be running back and forth like this. Wasting time. Horse, come here. We must ride. But there's a wait list. Anyway, people were like not coming back when their name was called. And so I was just sitting there because I had nothing to do and I didn't want to miss my my spot in line. And somebody was like, and one of the employees was like, you know, I think it was like David. They're like David, come to counter 3, David. And then like everyone's kind of like looking at each other like David's not here, I guess. And then last call for David, and then some guy was like, oh, and then he like went up to the counter. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he just wasn't paying attention or whatever. But anyway, I was just sitting there like watching people. And then later, these 2 guys come in, and they're kind of like walking around like looking at their phone and then looking at the like little waitlist screen outside of the waiting area and like walking around confused. And then they like flag down some guy, one of the staff, and they're like, oh, we just got off the, or like we got off the wait list a couple minutes ago, like, but like I don't see our names on anymore. And then they were kind of like looking concerned, and then like the staff guy kind of like asked around, and then I overheard he was like, oh yeah, I guess we did call your name, but like some guy just like took your spot, I guess. And they're like, what? And I was like, whoa, that's a bloodthirsty tactic. Like you're on the wait list, but then you just like, oh, am I missing the festival? Okay. It wasn't David. Yeah, it was like, some guy was just like, well, David's not here, so I guess I'll be David. And I was like, that's kind of smart, but also kind of like mean, you know? Okay, I should go to the festival. Yes. Running. Running! I'm Spartacus. Uh-oh, did I miss it? Stop! Uh-oh, did I miss the festival? I missed the festival. I was too busy shipping my stuff. Let's pause here. Maybe assumed he'd left and wasn't coming. Yeah, I think that was the assumption. Or like, you're kind of taking a risk, right? Like, the person's not going to show up and like be mad about it or something. Hello, Doc. Hello, Hopper. So anyway, I was like, whoa, that's like evil. I wonder if men are not very interested in this kind of festival. What? Ellen? Where did that come from? I don't know. If it's like the bank lines I've been to, some people leave and don't come back. Yeah. Well, they could have like, see, the part that makes it evil is they could have just like let David fall off the wait list, right? Like, it's their fault if they don't come back in time. You know, maybe the staff would have taken pity on them, like, oh, we were only a couple minutes late, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll just take you. Like, David can deal with it. But what makes it evil is that the person who jumped in David's spot, they had a spot later on the wait list. They were already on the wait list, but they just like jumped ahead of a bunch of people. So I was like, whoa. The tradition from hundreds of years ago seemed nice, I guess. 100 years ago. What? You say I'm much prettier than flowers? You didn't say so? What? Oh no, Eve is delusional. But yeah, but David was before, so it's faster to lie, you're out of there quicker. Yes. That's why I'm saying it's bloodthirsty. Like, it's smart. It's smart, but it's like not necessarily fair. I don't know. I was just kind of watching. Have you had too much beverage? I think I've had enough. He probably likes the type of girl who's fond of flowers. It's good to be at a festival like this for a change. Who are you talking about? Your dad? They say it's the statue of the goddess of land. I wonder where the statue comes from. Did they like store it in a basement off season? They say that a goddess of land lives in a small spring. I've seen her. She doesn't live in the spring. She like blasted down from heaven and was like, is this your ex? Restaurants here with number tickets for waiting generally check what number you have, so you can't do that. Yeah, I think they just, I don't know. And it's all like first names too, so they weren't really checking. Statue. Yeah, they're like, oh. Flowers are one of the most wonderful gifts from God. May we be able to have pleasant moments forever. God has taught us that the heart is for appreciating flowers and to being open and relaxed. God has taught us that the heart is for appreciating flowers and being open and relaxed. I can get behind this philosophy. Seems nice. I have a very rare product this time. It's said to be truly the only one of its kind in the world. It's called Seed of Snowflower. It costs 2,000 G. Do you want to buy it? Yes! Excellent. In heaven, I suppose there are blooming flowers everywhere, such as on water and in the wind. What? Yay! Yeah, I was so afraid that this wasn't like gonna be available because I missed it last year because I didn't have money. But it's here. Ha 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 ha! Yes, I had juice and now I can see butterflies flying. Uh-oh. Nina's drunk. I feel like the dialogue is different than last year. Hello. When it comes down to it, I can't buy it. What is he talking about? Is he trying to buy a perfume for his girlfriend? Most places put a number on you, but if taken into account it's a mundane job and routine to always service customers, some people don't check and assume you're the person. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. Like, for efficiency's sake, it's like just quicker to go for it, right? So I understand it. I wasn't like mad at the staff or anything. I was just like, I guess my feeling is mostly kind of just impressed by this person who is like brave enough to like lie. Think carefully about a girl's taste and choose a present. Okay. Have I talked to you yet? It's like a gamble if you cheat, but you can luck into it. Yeah, exactly. We are selling bottles of some wonderful perfume today. Please pick up what you like. Have I talked to everyone? Maybe not. Okay, I guess let me, do I need a romance? I think Nina and Maria and Ellen still need some hearts. What we got here? That's made out of rose flowers. Smells sweet and romantic, does it? It costs 1,000 G. Do you want it? No, not this one. This one. Lilac flowers. It's fragrant and mild and elegant. But it's fragrance makes you feel refreshed. Okay, I want to let's do it for Nina. She seems she'd like it. So the game fact says that this is a complete waste of money. It apparently does not, It does not increase the girl's affection that much, actually. Which is sort of disappointing, but it's fun. Wow, thanks a lot. It smells so good. Okay, she liked it. Oh yeah, this is such a weird thing to say. In heaven, I suppose there are blooming flowers everywhere, such as on the water and in the wind. Excuse me, Nina? Nina's still drunk? Do you care to explain, Nina? Okay. Well, people who snuck into the theater on a random seat hoping that no one notices them or bought that ticket. Yeah, exactly. I am not brave enough to do those kinds of things. I know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is in me that where like, I guess it's just like, I have some, it seems like quite the localization error. Probably makes more sense in Japanese, yeah. Water lilies are a thing. Oh, that's true, yeah. Water lilies and are there air lilies? Air plants? I mean, air plants are a thing, but air flowers, I guess? Just like floating around. Can we start dancing now? If you haven't done all the thing you wanted to do, hurry up and do it right now. Okay, let's dance. Pick your partner. Let's dance with Nina. Yeah, we need Nina hearts. Don't feel like you're the odd for not doing that. They're the odds are even doing. Okay, that's true. La la la. Oh, the other girls don't get to dance. That's so sad. Not odd in a negative way, in a neutral way. Yes, like uncommon. I get you. Bro's gotta dance. My potatoes. I need to ship my potatoes. I'm going to bed now. Good night. Oh, it's raining today. I forgot. 24th of spring. Almost done with spring. Oh, it'll be sunny tomorrow. Great. Great. All right, cows. Hello. What else is new? Marble's in a cone again. Sadly. He gave himself another scratch. And now there's another scab on his face, and we have to prevent him from scratching more at it. Yeah, poor thing. Got to try out the online multiplayer for Super Nintendo through NSO, play Kirby with her friend. It's really cool. I didn't even know about it till today. Oh, that's awesome. I haven't tried the online multiplayer myself yet, but I should. I should. My siblings all have it, so there really is no excuse. We should play some games together. Yeah, poor Marble. He's been we like figured it out, I think. I think I mentioned a little while ago that we realized that Marble was kind of sunburned because he kept sitting in like a super sunny spot in the house, and like I had sort of noticed like he's rolling around a lot like on the ground, and I don't know if he's just like that's just like a habit that he got as he was older, but then I realized, is he getting sunburned because he's like sleeping for hours in direct sunlight from like a, you know, like a window that faces the sun directly in the afternoons. And it turned out that was maybe part of the problem. He was like getting all itchy because he was like burning himself. So we like closed the blind on those windows, and now he's not like rolling around so much. But yeah, Marble's POV. Dream Course is super fun online. I have never played a Kirby game. I think I've mentioned this before. I've never played a Kirby game. Dream Course is that the golf one that the Game Grumps are like famous for? Because I haven't watched that playthrough. But that's the golf one. Yeah, I've never played a Kirby game. It's my husband is a fan of Kirby. But he hasn't really like evangelized Kirby to me that much. I don't know. I think he just remembers it fondly, but he's not like up to playing it again or something like that. Kirby seems very Joy-Core. I think I would. Well, I don't generally play a lot of platformers, so that might be why. I don't know. But it is very cute. Like I know there's like Kirby lore, which I probably would enjoy. Kirby's Dream Course. I did watch that. Game Grumps lol. Yeah. Like I've watched a lot of Game Grumps playthroughs, but I have not watched the Kirby's Dream Course playthrough. But I know they're like it's like an iconic one, I guess. They reference it a lot. Yeah, I should try that. Maybe my sisters would be up for playing it. I don't know. My sisters and I, we're all kind of in the same boat. Like we didn't have any Kirby games growing up, so we just like never, like none of us are familiar with Kirby. I haven't played a lot of the platformer Kirby games, mostly Dream Course and some of the 3D ones. Ah. Oh yeah, there was an N64 one, I remember, that like, we had a friend who like really liked it growing up. Ah. There's a huge custom homebrew version of that Kirby game with 2 Game Grumps Kirbys that had a ton of levels. Yeah, I remember. Why do I know this? maybe when I was looking for playthroughs, I heard about it. It's so cool that like they have fans who are willing to put in so much work for them to just like enjoy a game. I know I did watch them play the fan-made version of an Ace Attorney game that was like featuring them as Ace Attorney characters, which I thought was super cool. Really neat. Lots of references, custom art, all that stuff. Very talented fans. They even put the grump faces on the Kirby characters. Oh, that's cute. Here, Nina, have this flower. You like Nina? I kind of like rainy days. Leaves look happy when it rains. Did my dancing and perfume increase your hearts? Okay, she's at 7. Good. Okay. Okay, we need potato. 1, 2, 3. I forget how many bags I need. 14, I think. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Wait, did I count extra? 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. I'll buy one more because I think I miscounted. Okay. How much money do I have left? Oh, I'm so poor. I'll buy a little bit more grass. 2 more things of grass. Okay, great. And then let's see if I can talk to the... Oh, there's no time to talk to the girls. Raining. Oh, can go inside. Still 4 o'clock, I guess. Excellent. Yeah, but Marble's in a cone. He's very sad when he's in the cone. It makes me want to take it off, but if I take it off, he will certainly scratch the scab, so we cannot. But he gets all like floppy and like tired. Like all he's been doing is just laying around, and then once we take the cone off, like we give him a break a couple times a day to like feed him or let him use the litter box or just to like play. And then he's like super back to normal, like no problem at all. With the cone on, he's like super sad. It makes me sad. But we just gotta wait for it to heal. Where does the name Marble come from? What decided the creature's identity? I think it was... Okay, I think this is where it came from. We named my husband and I, when we play multiplayer games together, we name our, like, if there is a guild type of like entity in the game, we name it Calico. And I can't remember why we chose that. Oh wait, no, I do remember. It's because we started in Final Fantasy 14, like we've been playing with a couple of our friends, and we were all cat people. So and we decided to, and since we're all friends in real life, we decided to like make a little guild together, a free company. And since we were all cat people, we're like, oh, let's come up with like a cat themed like guild name, and we chose Calico. And so then since then, whenever my husband and I play a multiplayer game, we choose like a cat pattern, like a cat color coat pattern as a name. So either we choose Calico or we choose Marble. And I think it predated Marble the cat. Like I think we did that before Marble the cat. But I don't know. So because of that, it was like a word that my husband likes. It was just one of the options that we thought of. Whoa, look at this. This is the snow seed that I bought at the flower festival. Very cool. What am I doing? I need this. And I need water. Calico. Yes, Calico. I don't know why emotes are like not loading for me. I refresh the chat. Oh, well that just cleared the chat. Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah, so we chose Calico for that guild name, and then we chose Marble after that. And then I think, what were some of the other names we thought of? Marble was an option. I wanted to name him like a Korean name. I was like thinking about Korean names, so I thought like Nabi would be a cute name. It means butterfly in Korean. And I submitted that idea without knowing. I found out later that apparently Nabi is like a very like stereotypical cat name in Korea. It's like naming your cat Whiskers. So, but I had come up with it independently thinking it would be a cute cat name, but apparently it's like a stereotype. Which actually, funnily enough, the same exact thing happened with the dog that we had growing up, whose name was Lucky, which I don't think is that common of a dog name in America, but in Korea, apparently Lucky is sort of a popular dog name as well. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Jojo accidentally basic. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. That wouldn't be strange. No, it wouldn't be strange. Like it didn't discourage me from considering an option or thinking it's a cute cat name. I think if I have the choice the opportunity to name another cat, I would still put that up as an option. But I don't know. I forget what some other we also debated. We also considered naming Marble after one of our Final Fantasy 14 characters, because my Final Fantasy 14 character is like a red-ish cat with stripes, or kind of like a dark red color, kind of similar to Marble. But then we decided that was kind of weird, so we didn't do that. I would see you calling your pet Fluffy. Yeah, I mean, if it's cute, I don't know. If it's cute, it's cute. See what we got here. Get rid of these. I guess let's... Will it let me... Okay, it will let me put grass here. Cool. I did name my cat my Gigapet. I had a cat Gigapet when I was a child. I did name it Whiskers every time. Every time I raised it. I called it the same thing. Every time I ran it. I do like some of my coworkers have cute cat names. I have a coworker who named their cat MIDI, like I forgot what it's called, like MIDI, like a MIDI file or like a MIDI controller. Because I guess they do some like electronic music. They kind of dabble in like electronic music stuff. They named their cat MIDI, and I was like, and like thinking about it, it's like a really cute cat name. It's like not something I would have thought of, but it's a very cute cat name. Grab my hammer so I can fix fences. That sounds basic. No way, really? I think it's very creative. Hello, Kai. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. And then I know, is it somebody I know? I think I know somebody who named their cat Pixel, which I think is also a really cute name. But that one I've actually seen like multiple, so I probably wouldn't name my own cat Pixel, because I feel like a lot of people have named their cat, or I think it was a Shiba I saw like on Instagram or something named Pixel. Basic on a writer imagined what computer people would call their pets. Oh, I see. Working still, but hope stream is going well. Ah, okay. Thanks for stopping by during your work time. Yeah, stream's going well. It's just kind of chillaxing. Chillaxing in the rain. Chillaxing in the rain. I hope you have a good rest of your work. And that you're only able to get through it without too much stress. Like another one of your coworkers called his dog EXE. My last roommates had a black kitten named PlayStation Portable. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that. See, that's a cute cat name too. I really like that. Oh, have I mentioned Marble's full name is Crown Prince Marvelous. Crown Prince Marvelous. A great name unless it's an orange cat. If an orange cat wants to be named PlayStation Portable, then by God, we should let him. Crown Prince Marvelous the First. Me and the GF have two orange boys, Eric and Meowmers. Oh yeah, I remember. I think I commented on it when I found out your cat's names. I was like, they're very like different genres of cat names, which I think is very great. Where am I going? I don't need to be up here. Time to sleep. Okay. Sunny tomorrow. Perfect. Wonderful. Yeah, there's not too much going on in the game, I think, in the second year. It's mostly like... It seems like Harvest Moon's purpose, like the second year is meant to be about being productive. Because you've like started to make money. Oh, one of my crows grew up. He grew up. Cute. I need to talk to them. I haven't been talking to them. They talk to you? They wag their little tail when you, like, brush them and stuff. That's so cute. Okay. Little milk. Talk to the rest of these girls. Hello. Oh, I've been forgetting to check if the grass is ready to cut. Uh-oh. Grass harvest is behind. Okay. Is that everything? Yes. One of the VTubers... Everything reminds me of him! One of the VTubers I watched named his Minecraft cat Antigone. Which I think is some kind of... I think it's a physics term, maybe? I actually don't know. But it was some kind of nerdy reference. If I remember correctly. Antigone. But it's spelled Antigone. For the longest time, I did not know how it was pronounced. Okay, feed the chickens. Also, I was thinking about what to play tomorrow, because I want to stream tomorrow, but, I mean, I could just play Harvest Moon again, but I think because I'm in the second year, it might be more fun if I just played a little bit off stream until I got to, like, events and stuff. But tomorrow, I might play something else. I think I might play the little RPG Moonlight that my friend gifted me. So I will try to do that, I think. It's only supposed to be like an hour long though, so it'll be like a short stream. I work tomorrow, so make sure to stream something boring that I won't miss. Well, I hope you hate cute indie RPGs. But yeah, it's pretty short though, so like even if you have to watch the VOD, it should be pretty manageable. Yeah, so I might play that tomorrow, but then I was thinking about next week. What do I stream next week? Thought to myself, should I start Danganronpa? Should I buy Danganronpa and start it? Because I don't want to... I'm still playing A Wonderful Life, but I don't want to play 2 Harvest Moon games at the same time. Greg, I might not be able to watch tomorrow. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I might start Danganronpa. I need to think... Because I'm kind of curious. I'm in the mood for, like... Something that has murder in it. I don't know. Like kind of in like an Ace Attorney like mystery solving type mood. Maybe that's what Outer Wilds has left me in. Danganronpa would be like 20 streams or maybe more. Oh yeah, it's quite long, huh? I'm kind of okay with that though. Cause I think I could split that up across you know, like we could play other stuff in between. And like I think Danganronpa is the kind of game where there's always like stuff happening. I don't think there's a lot of grinding that happens. Ghost Trick? Oh, I could replay Ghost Trick. That's a good idea. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Cuz Ghost Trick is less yeah, Yeah, there's the remaster. Yeah. Is it any? It came out on Switch, right? Is it any good on Switch? I was researching this for Danganronpa actually because because I was like, oh, should I buy it? Because I know Danganronpa is like there was like a bundle that came out, and I was wondering if I should buy it on Switch or on PC. But it turns out it's kind of like low performing on Switch. The game it sounded like you want to play the most last week was Legend of Gaia. Oh, that's right. I wanted to play Legend of Gaia. Oh, that's definitely going to be a long game. Should I play Legend of Gaia? I love Legend of Gaia so much. I should play Legend of Gaia. Do that one? I really appreciate how you're one of the streamers that's like, fuck what's popular. I'm going to stream the fuck whatever I want. Yeah, I don't know. I think because I value my time so much. Because I can't like I don't know. I just want to like play. I basically streaming is like a fun way for me to play the games that I already wanted to play anyway. So it's kind of silly for me to like try to cater to like what's popular, because it's never really been my goal to like try to be popular. I think I would find that very overwhelming. Like on the contrary, I kind of just hope I can stream small forever. Because I think that's more enjoyable. Yeah, exactly. I don't intend to attain a large... Yeah, so I don't know. Like I think it's fun to... Like Outer Wilds was a really fun experience because I didn't get to meet a lot of people coming into the stream because they love the game. And that was really nice because it's like people who love the game, you know? Like it's always nice to interact with people who are passionate about something. I think that's really great. Play what you want to play. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, because I think it's just hard to motivate myself to stream if I'm like doing something that I don't want to do, you know? I don't know. Yeah, last week when I looked how much Legend of Gaia cost on eBay, it's definitely fucked my account. Now I get a new email every day saying, hey, are you interested in this copy of Legend of Gaia? This listing for Legend of Gaia went down by 3%. Oh no. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Something like that happened to me very recently. Or like it's like on YouTube. Like sometimes like after dinner, my husband and I will just be like chilling in front of, you know, we're just like watching random stuff on YouTube, and then we'll just see like a clip of like a cat yawning while meowing. It's like an 8-second clip, and it's just a cat, like exactly what it says on the can. A cat yawning while meowing, and then we watch it and we're like, ha, that was so cute. And then like we go back to the home screen, and then suddenly there's like 10 more clips of cats yawning while meowing, and you're like, well, this is my life now, I guess. Guess this is just what the algorithm has chosen, and it's not wrong. But then occasionally it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. Like sometimes there's just like a mysterious like meme video that shows up and you're like, what is this? And then you click it and it's like, you know, maybe kind of scary, maybe kind of weird. And you're like, I don't know if I want to watch that again, but it's too late. You've already clicked on it and now YouTube thinks that you're into it. Now you get like weird, like more weird meme clips. And then you keep thinking to yourself like, should I watch these? Like they seem kind of interesting, but I didn't like the first one I watched, but I also didn't like necessarily dislike it. So like, I don't know. Okay, it's sunny tomorrow. Cool. Yeah, I should play Legend of Gaia. I need to make sure my sisters know that I'm playing it because I think they'll want to watch. Raining again. No. Part of my stream anniversary back in March was me letting viewers submit YouTube videos to force me to watch, and my poor algorithm is... Oh no. You're very brave. Sometimes I like to mess with my husband's YouTube algorithm by watching. He's like not really into Holostars. He's like not really into VTubers as much as I am. Like he'll watch like clips occasionally, but he doesn't like follow any of them. But sometimes I'll watch like Holostars clips on his YouTube account, and then he gets a bunch of Holostars clips, and he's like, I don't want these. I always delete those videos out of my YouTube history if I don't want to see it in my recommended again. Ah, Greg cleans up after himself. That's probably smart. That is smart. I will sometimes do that actually if because one thing I realized recently is that if you are watching on mobile, maybe this happens on desktop as well. If you're watching, if you're like on the home screen and you like stop, if you like scroll and then you like stop on a video, like it'll like play the video, right? To like entice you to click through, but you can actually just watch the whole thing on the home screen. Like it won't be playing sound, but you'll just be watching it. And so it counts as part of your watch history, even if you didn't click on it. If you like stopped to look at it, it counts as your watch history. And like sometimes I'll do that because I don't know, there's like a video about like a dog that got rescued from like a, I don't know, like a bean factory or something. And then I'm like, oh, what happened to the dog in the bean factory? And then, you know, I'll end up watching it. And it usually is like, you know, mildly interesting. And then I'm like, oh no, I don't want more of these though. Or like I'll stop to watch like I don't know, like somebody like tie-dyeing a shirt, or like I don't know, like random stuff, like stuff that I don't normally watch but kind of like catches my eye, and then it'll like end up in my YouTube history. A feature went away from me like 8 months ago. I hated that so much. Oh, went away? Oh, interesting. Still happens to me. How do I make it go away? It's like enticing me against my will. My will is too weak. My YouTube is also the default when logged into the PS4, so if Vel decides to watch YouTube in the living room, suddenly I'm suggested a bunch of Miraculous Ladybug and Baldur's Gate 3 videos. Oh no! Yeah, that's kind of what happens too. Like, sometimes I'm too lazy to change. Well, actually, this is what happens. I'm actually not too lazy to change accounts, but sometimes I'll open YouTube on our TV and it'll open up to my husband's account because he was the one who watched it last. And then I'll see on his homepage, like, oh, there's a clip I want to watch. And I'm like, I could change my account and then, like, type in a search for that account. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to type. Like, that's too much work on the TV. So then I just watch it on his account. Just delete from your history. You should be safe from it ruining your recommendations unless you watch 700 videos you didn't want. Yeah, and then you just give up. You're just like, algorithm, take me away. Is Ellen at 8 hearts yet? Oh, hey, Anne. You're relaxed outside. I haven't been out for a while. Me neither. I cannot go into this house. Is it closed? Oh, is it Saturday? Oh, it's Saturday. Okay. Let's get some flowers. Flowers for the girls. Did I go outside this week? Kind of a problem if I need to ask myself that. I think I did. I walked across the street to like get some Starbucks. I don't know if that counts though. Where am I going? You work from home, you're allowed to be a shut-in. I mean, that's my ideal life, honestly. Let's check this. 12th of the autumn is the next festival. An egg. Okay. Okay, we can make it to the 12th of the autumn tonight, maybe? I don't know. You're married, you have a city job. What does outside have to offer? I don't know. They're probably like, probably not very important things like vitamin D and like oxygen. I read somewhere, I need to verify if this is true, but I read somewhere that being indoors is actually a lot more carbon dioxide buildup than most people think. So it's like a good idea to where is Nina? Is she in the cave? Nina, are you in the cave? But you're supposed to like open your windows and stuff kind of regularly, apparently. Which I do not do. I want to do garden forever. Everything that outside has, Harvest Moon has as well. So it evens out. Even better. Harvest Moon has very controlled social experiences. You know exactly what they're gonna say. You can look up a guide to learn what makes people like you the most. Presents and food are readily available in the wilderness. I don't know why I'm taking this. I don't need this. Cows are only $5,000. And you don't have to clean up any poop. I guess I would much prefer a real cat over a virtual cat, but that is also indoors, so that's pretty good. What am I doing? I water my crops. Wait, did I talk about this on stream last weekend? My friend stopped by our place like I think it wasn't on the weekend. It was like on Friday. I don't think I talked about it because I posted about it on Instagram, but I don't think I talked about it on stream because I was like busy solving the Outer Wilds mystery and whatnot. But they gave me a copy of a Japanese copy of More Friends of Mineral Town, like in box. They went to Anime Expo, and there's a retro game shop that was tabling there, and I guess they knew about me building a modded GBA and like restoring it and all that, and so I think they just thought of that and they were like, "Hey, Joy would like this." They got it for me as like a gift. And I was like, "Was this expensive?" And they were like, "Nah." I was like, "Are you sure?" But yeah, it's like in box. So I bought like a little. There's like somebody on Etsy who makes like acrylic cases. I spent like $20 to buy like a nice case for my boxed game. I'm gonna display it, and hopefully Marble won't knock it over. I actually I haven't opened it though. I should probably open it and check like something is inside. But you must be a super chill friend if they give you gifts. I don't know. It's just this particular friend actually. Like I don't like most of my friends don't like give gifts normally, but I think this friend in particular, I think their love language is just like giving gifts because they do it pretty often. Usually it's not something like so grand as a video game, but they give like, you know, they'll like go somewhere and then they'll be like, oh yeah, I stopped by like this anime store and like, you know, found some buttons of your favorite character and like here's a button or whatever. My friend was educated by Harvest Moon. I'm gonna tell him that. He'll think it's funny. He's played a little bit of Harvest Moon as well. Up their social link with you, gained a heart. That's hilarious. Indeed. Yeah, but yeah, he's a gift giver. He's just like that kind of person. So I think it's him. So he'll bring me and my husband both like little trinkets, like whenever he's like, I don't know. out in an anime related place. Which is really nice of him. But yeah, I think it's kind of unusual among my friends. I think most of my friends are kind of like, you know, you show friendship by like hanging out or whatnot, like doing like some kind of activity, which we also do with that friend. But yeah, I think, I don't know. He's just like a gift giver, I guess. You, my friends, the gifts we tend to give are free food or candy. Ah. I think that's a good choice though, because it's like consumable, you know? It's a very safe like gift option that like most people will like. I have a coworker who talked about this, who's kind of like, I don't know, we were talking about like Christmas gifts. Like somebody asked the group like, what's like your favorite kind of Christmas gift that you get? And like one of my coworkers, like he said he explicitly has asked his like friends and family to not give him anything material. If they want to give him something, give him like something consumable, because he does not want to deal with like figuring out where to put things and like, you know, like having like a, you know, maybe you get a gift and like it's nice, but like it's not something you want to keep forever, but then you like feel bad if it's not around, and then you know, if that friend or family member like comes to your house and you have to like make sure you know where it is, because if they ask about it, you're like, eh. So he's just like, that's too stressful. I do not want to deal with this anymore. I am too old for that. He's like, so I made sure everyone knows to only give me consumable things. And I was like, you know, honestly, that's not a bad philosophy. You're the same way. Yeah, not a huge fan of gifts. I'm more grateful for free dinner ice cream than whatever they could spend tons of money on. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I do like material things as gifts, but when I was growing up, like my family, I don't know, we just like asked each other what we wanted and then we would just like buy it for them. Like, so there wasn't a lot of guesswork involved. It was like, oh, do you want this video game? It's like, yeah. Or like, you know, every Christmas I'll message my sisters. I'm like, what do you guys want for Christmas? And they're like, oh, I want, you know, how about this or that? I'm like, okay. So we kind of like took the guesswork out of everything. So I'm actually not very good at giving gifts. I get really stressed out about giving gifts. So food is always a good option, like from the giver side, because I'm like, okay, even if they hate it, they can appreciate it as a gift, and it's like not that burdensome to like get rid of it if they hate it. I think my love language is like doing things for people and helping out and stuff. Ah, cool. Yeah, but now if I want a game or book, I buy it myself. Yeah, it's like there's certain things that are very much like in the category of you buy it yourself. You know, like there's some things that are just like too personal. You can't like really choose for somebody else. Green me. I love stuff. Give me things. Fill my life with objects. That's so interesting. Everyone's so different. If you ask me to give a gift, I will straight up panic. Me too. I never know what to pick. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago was my sister-in-law's birthday. And I like did not. She always gets me like nice like little things. Where are the babes? They're gone again. Because it's Sunday? Yeah, but I had a really hard time coming up with the gifts. And my husband was like no help at all. I was like, "Can you tell me some, like I know some things about your sister, but can you tell me some things that she likes?" And he was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Oh." But I did end up finding something. But it, you know, it was just kind of like I was like, I'm not super confident about it, but hopefully she gets the I don't know, gets the affection behind the gift. There are things that one wouldn't buy them for themselves. They need to be gifts, like a huge Kinder egg. Me having an extensive Google Doc of my Transformers collection, including desired toys, which all my friends are able to access at any point for potential gift buying. Oh. Where? The babes are not here. Where are the girls? They just like The girls just like disintegrate on rainy days. They're nowhere to be found. I guess that's... Oops. Yeah, I mean, Beanie strategy is also not a bad one. Like, it's kind of funny. It's like, I feel, I have like a weird feeling like I don't want to tell people what I want because it feels like I'm like asking them for something. Like, I'm like too shy to do Beanie strategy, but at the same time, as a giver, from the giver side, I'm like, yes, please give me a list. This is perfect. No guesswork involved. Thank you. I don't know. It's kind of funny, the like opposite feelings I have about it. Yeah, I can't, I don't know. I can't bring myself to ask for gifts. I don't know. The stuff I want is too expensive. None of my friends would spend their money on it, and I wouldn't either. You can just gaze on it from afar. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I'm at a pretty good... I'm like doing pretty well, I think. I don't need to like I have a pretty good job and like I'm also at the age where like, you know, if I go out to eat with my parents, I'm like, I'm gonna pay for it. And it's like, now it's like normal because it's been long enough. But like there was an awkward period of like kind of from college to like couple of years ago where like my dad would be like, oh, I'm gonna pay, and I'm like, no. Wait, should you? Am I a kid still? I don't know. Do I allow this? I assert my Asianness, my adultness. These are not ready yet. Okay. Let's check the perimeter. Ah, you must be eliminated. Okay. This one too, eliminated. Who else? Who's next? Okay, that's it. Just 2. Okay. Is that all you're shipping today? Yep. Up there. I'm trying to think about what's my favorite gift I've ever gotten. I think the Harvest Moon GBA game is actually pretty up there. I don't know, what else? I don't know. I don't like remember. I don't remember what I've gotten from people in the past. Oh, actually, one time, when I was in school still, some of my friends they gave me gifts for my birthday. Like a couple of my friends got together and they made they gave me like separate gifts, but they also like got together and made like a birthday card that was like a comic. Like they like stapled some paper together and like drew a comic to say happy birthday, and I thought that was so cute. I should make sure I still have it somewhere. But yeah, I remember that, like, I was like, oh, that's so, like, nice. Yeah, it's adorable, right? And they weren't like artists either. Like they're not like art friends. They were just like school friends. But they did like a little, you know, scrappy little comic using whatever art skills they had. I just thought it was so cute. That was really nice of them. Okay, I think I'm done for today. Ooh, I should change to cow tools. Oops. All right, go to sleep. Sunny tomorrow, perfect. Girls will not disintegrate. Monday. If I had cows in real life, would I remember all their names? Am I a cool enough person to remember all their names? This one grew up too! Drawing could be a cool gift. Maybe one day I could give to an IRL friend. Yeah, drawing, I actually used to give drawings a lot as gifts, and then I kind of got burned out. I have one friend that I've known since elementary school that always asks for a drawing for her birthday. So she's kind of the exception because it's kind of a tradition, but yeah, if I can't draw, or if I can't think of something, I'll usually try to draw something. But I don't know. Nowadays I've gotten kind of tired and I usually just give like a Steam gift card or something like that. Oh, I did. I remember I did give my professor in grad school when I graduated. I did a cross stitch for him. I made like his favorite video game is Final Fantasy VI, so I made like a cross stitch on like a dark blue background so it would look like the character screen in Final Fantasy VI, and like designed a little pixel version of him, and then like, you know, wrote in stats and stuff. Like the numbers are all references to like various things. I think that's like the best gift I've ever given. It's kind of funny, it was to my professor, but I think he really liked that. There's one online friend I always draw for her birthday. Ah. See, having that tradition's kind of cool though, you know, like I don't know, it's like a special thing. I gave someone a canned chicken noodle soup in high school for their birthday. No, they were not sick. I really meant it when I said I'm bad at gifting. I'm so curious what the thought process... That's hilarious. I'm so curious what the thought process was. Oh, actually, you know what? If you want to feel better about it, I can tell you a story about a really bad gift. That did not happen to me or was not done by me, but my friend told me about the worst gift that she had ever gotten. And it's pretty bad. She loved it? Really? Wow. Well, great. I was thinking about making a drawing, but I've been busy doing Inktober all August. Oh, that's really nice of you. Yeah, I mean, I'm around. There's no rush. If you want to gift a drawing, like I would be. You already kind of give me drawings, so you always draw like fan art and stuff, which is like always so cool. Next year, maybe. Yeah. You should do what you need to do. No need to feel obligated to draw anything if you don't want to. How come you're doing Inktober in August? Just to get a head start? To practice? Ah. Extra practice time. Makes sense. Ink. Didn't want to wait that much. Fair enough. I feel like October is kind of a busy time of year. It's sort of like when like seasonal festivities sort of start up. But the story about the worst gift, my friend once got like a hair thickener shampoo. And the person told her like, oh, I noticed your hair is kind of thin on the top. I thought the shampoo would help. And she was like, oh, thanks. And she kind of like, I remember she told me, she was like, not that offended at first. Like she was kind of like, okay, that's kind of weird, but like nice. And then later later she felt really offended. I was like, oh my God. The worst gift I've ever heard of. The thing for day 8 is actually, I had already made a drawing that could have been edited to also include a joy image. I'll send you the edit later. Oh, okay. I'm excited to see it. But yeah, worst gift ever. I don't know what I would have done in her position. That's rough. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I think it happened quite a while ago, so she was kind of like, you know, yeah, it was like a shampoo or some kind of like hair conditioner thing. It was like some kind of hair thing. Like I don't know exactly what it was. But yeah, they were like, oh, I think this would really help you. Like they really genuinely meant well. I'd be happy if somebody bought a big shampoo bottle. Oh, that's true. Daily necessities. Those costs rack up. Build up over time. Shampoo is expensive. Yeah, I mean, daily necessities is also kind of a good thing. That's one thing I like about Korean culture, actually. Like growing up, whenever you like visit somebody's house, you're supposed to like bring something, right? Like you're supposed to bring like, you can't just show up empty-handed. And like in Korean culture, usually it's like fruit or like, or if it's like a housewarming party, like somebody just moved into a new place, they'll bring like toilet paper or like, yeah, things like that. Like daily necessity type stuff, like laundry detergent, stuff like that. And when I was a kid, I was like, that's so boring. Why are the adults so boring, bringing all these boring gifts? But now that I'm older, I understand. I understand. Gifts are kind of like intended to fix something someone is critical of with you are always awkward. Yeah, it's like, why would you do that? It kind of horrifies me too, because I'm like, there is a point in my life where I would have been oblivious enough to do something like that. Like, I'm horrified because I see myself in this person. I see myself doing this. You know, well-meaning, but kind of unintentionally being sort of an ass. Not to me, I'll take it. Greg is very practical, it seems. Yeah, but yeah, in Korean culture, it was like, I don't know, lots of always people bringing around like toilet paper everywhere to people's houses, like fruit. And it's always like a huge box of fruit too, like nothing that you can eat by yourself in a week or so before the fruit goes bad. I never knew like what people do with it. I guess you just eat fruit for like a week straight. You like give it to your friends or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Could always refrigerate. That's true. That is true. I kind of had the suspicion when I was a kid that like the adults would just kind of pass around the same box of fruit forever. I have no evidence to back up this suspicion. But the gift-giving culture being different has caused some struggles with my dad and I, because so for example, I'm visiting my husband's family in Singapore later this year, and it is the first time, because of the pandemic, he hasn't really like visited in a while, and I certainly have not visited with him. And so it'll be my first time like meeting all the relatives. I've met some of them before, but it'll be my first time meeting all the relatives after we've gotten married. So, you know, it's sort of like a special thing. And I was like, I need to bring a gift. And like, my dad was like, we should bring them towels. I was like, I don't think they want or need towels, Dad. He's like, we can get a whole bunch of towels from Costco and give them. And I was like, how are we gonna bring like 40 towels from Costco? I don't even think they want Costco towels. Like, is that like a night? He's like, no, it's like so useful. And I'm like, no, I don't want to bring towels to all of my husband's relatives. So anyway, we had like a little bit of an argument over this. Anyway, he acquiesced. I'm gonna bring like candy or like chocolate or something. But yeah, my old roommate was Hmong, and her family was constantly giving us massive bags of peaches and apples. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. It's always I feel like in a lot of Asian cultures, it's like, oh, here's like a bunch of food. Here you go. This is my gift to you. The thing that's something that can only exist because of tradition. You can never ask someone to do that without it. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It's so interesting how that kind of just persists over time. Like at some point long ago, some humans were like, you know what would be great to bring as gifts? Fruit. Let's bring some fruit. And then it was just decided that fruit is a great gift. And then certain cultures just kind of kept going with it, I guess. I wonder if there's any books on stuff like that. I want to read about it. Like, how did like cultural norms like this form over time? Also, every time you visit, expensive ass tradition. I think it's like, is it every time? It's not every time. Well, actually, it's kind of hard to say because when I was growing up, my oops, need to grab my cow carrying tools. When I was growing up, the Korean people I knew it was in the context of like church. So there were actually quite a bit of gatherings, like sometimes multiple per week, because like the grown-ups would like get together to pray or like have a Bible study or something like that. So they were kind of going to each other's houses pretty often, like at least once or twice a week. But like they would always time it like around dinner time. So even if it wasn't fruit, like people would bring like potluck style, they would like bring dishes to like for everyone to eat together. Or it was like they would rotate like cooking duty. So like somebody would host at their house and like they would be in charge of cooking it. Oh, another cow grew up. Somebody would be hosting like the Bible study at their house, and then that person would be hosting it, and then the next week like somebody else would be hosting the Bible study and it would be at their house or whatever. Or like it would be their turn to bring the food or something like that. So it was like sort of like, so you always like bring something, you know, like there was very much a sharing of like hosting responsibilities. It wasn't just like all in one person. Like people would bring like stuff. I don't know. I don't know if that like is exactly the same thing. The fruit thing I think was more for like you visit your cousin's house at like Christmas or something like that, like kind of more for special occasions. But even for oh, it's a medium milk. The milk got bigger. A cow has become happier. But yeah, the fruit thing is more for special occasions, I think, and then the meal thing is more for like regular thing. But it was always like somebody brings something. To be fair, you go far back enough in time, fruit was probably the only thing to give as a gift. That's true. That is very true. And fruit's like a rare... I can imagine actually back in the day, fruit was probably kind of a rare thing. You know, most of it was probably like kind of small or like smushed or rotten. But if you got some like nice fruit, people would probably be thrilled. That's very, very true. I had not thought about it like that. I mean, what else is there? Like a cool rock? Oh, I can't... How many grown-up cows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Okay. Okay. Velociraptor gifts? What does that mean? Like gifts that velociraptors give to each other? This here, what I am holding, this is the modern velociraptor. It lays eggs. It gives us gifts. Eggs. The gift of Velociraptor. So thoughtful. Just what I've been needing. The gift of a Velociraptor would be a really great name for like an indie game. I would play a game named that. I don't know what it would be. But it sounds like a cool indie game. Maybe you gain Velociraptor powers? I do not know. Velociraptor dating sim? Wait, I think there is a dinosaur dating sim. I think there is one. And it's like set in like a Japanese high school setting. So it's like it's a Japanese high school dating sim, except all of the people are dinosaurs. Wait, do you have 8 hearts already? I can't remember. Let me check. I wish I could remember the name of the dinosaur dating sim. I can't remember where I found it. Or where I saw it. It must have been Game Grumps. I don't know where else I would have seen it. It must have been Game Grumps. Nina, do you like eggs? It looks delicious. Okay, I guess she does like eggs. Should I play the dinosaur dating sim? Maybe I should. No. But what if it's really cute? I gotta look at it again. What if it's like a wholesome dating sim? I remember it being kind of like surprisingly wholesome. Hatoful boyfriend might be similar since I guess dinosaurs are birds or something, right? Yeah. I have 100%ed Hatoful boyfriend. I feel like that would be a really fun stream to watch. Like if somebody 100%ed it on stream, that would be really fun to watch. But there is a plot twist that I cannot, like I can't pretend to be surprised about it. I would know it's coming. I 100%ed Hatoful boyfriend. I had a very like feverish like week or two where I was just like, I have to know what the lore is in this story. I started it and I was like, there is something going on in this game. And then I 100%ed it and I was like, do I regret playing this? Kind of, but not really. Dating sims that are Japanese high school but different in internet random way are done to death in my eyes. I will explode. Oh, okay. I don't want Greg to explode. Okay. Thing is, I remember nothing about it. That's kind of fair because it is sort of not that remarkable until you play it several times. I guess. I don't know how to explain this without spoiling it, but like you get more of the story after you've played several of the routes, and then like there's some stuff that happens. So if anybody out there wants a stream idea, 100%ing Hatoful boyfriend is might be a pretty fun one, but I have already done it, so I can't like stream it and be entertaining. I guess I could do like I don't know, like a lore dive. Like let's understand the lore of Hatoful boyfriend. What do I name this cow? Mooka, after the cactus thingies in Ragnarok Online. How to Full Boyfriend World Record. Oh yeah, speedrun How to Full Boyfriend. Actually, I'm curious about that. I should look that up. Yeah, I have all the achievements for How to Full Boyfriend on Steam. Maybe they added more. I don't know. It's been a couple of years, several years. Oh, I should buy some more potato seeds so I'm like prepared for the next harvesting season. Yeah, but I actually kind of enjoy dating sims, but it is hard to find ones that are like I don't know, like it's hard to find ones that are the vibe that I like. That plot twist, for example, is one of like the main things that people commented about the game. Yeah, it's like a surprise. Yeah, there is a surprising plot twist. That's all I will say. Oh, but actually, How to Full Boyfriend is linked to a memory that I'm like, oh no, because when I was in school, a professor, a video games professor, like a games professor, came to our lab, and like I signed up to like have like a little one-on-one chat with her because she was like hanging around for a time. And I had been playing How to Full Boyfriend, and I like told her about the game, and she was like, "Oh, that's like so interesting." And I was like, "Yeah." And then I finished the game, and I was like, "Oh my god, I should have not told her about the game. What have I done?" So my only solace is she's probably too busy to have like checked it out. But I truthfully don't understand dating sims. Yeah, there is some kind of culture around it that I'm also not fully I haven't quite figured out either, but so there's only a few that I've really played. Yeah, but I I mean, it's like I kind of laugh about it now, but I'm like, oh my god, what if she checked it out and she was like, that girl I talked to is a weirdo. Like, oh no, she thinks I'm a weirdo now, but that's okay because that's true. But yeah, I think the only dating sims I've played are How to Full Boyfriend. I mean, Doki Doki Literature Club, if that counts. I don't think it does, though. It's sort of its own thing. What else? Have I played any other dating sims? I don't think so. I think I've seen the Game Grumps play a couple. Like there's like the KFC dating sim, the kind of like joke one, which like looks kind of cute, but I think I would get sort of, I don't know, like I actually like kind of like a story more. Like I think I'd have fun with it for like an hour maybe, but then I would get bored. I don't know. She thought I was a weirdo. That's okay. It's true. I mean, it is true, but she doesn't have to know about it. So many things I raved about to people when I was younger that only when I grew up I realized how weird it is. I completely relate to that. I completely relate to that. I used to be very adamant about the Lord of the Rings being like the best piece of media on earth. I think I was really annoying about it. And this was like I wasn't young. I was like in college, I think. I was like really annoying about it to my friends. And I think I remember one of my friends was like, can you stop talking about Lord of the Rings? It's like, I'm not gonna read it. It's like, I don't know. It's just like not my thing. And I'm like, but it's so good. And he was like, please stop. So I kind of calmed down after that. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be so aggressive. So many quirky non-dating sims of parrots or food mascots or Monica. I get it, guys. Stop it. Yeah, I don't know. I just yeah, I'm trying to think if there's maybe like unique ones that I've heard of that I would like to play sometime, but I don't know. Or maybe visual novels in general. I haven't played a lot of visual novels in general. Well, Lord of the Rings is the best piece of media, so at least it's fair. I feel validated. Thank you. It's so hard not to throw media you adore at people you also adore. Yeah, I know. It's like, I just want you to enjoy this thing because I think you'll really like it. Can't you see I'm trying to make you happy? Yeah. It's definitely well-meaning. Glances nervously at my on-hiatus Transformers dating sim. Uh-oh. Just don't show it to Greg and you'll be fine. Are the Transformers going to high school? Or is it like people? Because if it's like Optimus Prime as like the student council president or something, I think I would be kind of into that. That might be fun. Oh, they're not? Oh, okay. You can tell I don't know anything about Transformers. I'm like, are there people in Transformers? I only know the movies. Lord of the Ring is great, but I can definitely see you being annoying about it, right? Like, I kind of have that. I think I have that as a personality. It's really easy for me to kind of lose track of whether or not the other party is enjoying what I am telling them. So I've definitely had to calm myself down. I've gotten a lot better about it, though, I think. So my friend communicating that to me was very helpful, actually. Bringing it up is okay, but you should, if they tell you that they're not interested, you should stop. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And also being, another bad habit of mine is being really critical of, like, things that I don't like. I used to be a lot more, like, upfront about it to, like, random people. Like, not random people, not, like, strangers, but, like, even, like, to my friends and, like, even acquaintances that I didn't know very well, I would sort of, like, complain about, like, oh, well, they didn't do this right, and they didn't do this right, and they'd be like, oh, okay. And I, at some point, realized, I was like, that's not, like, a really nice thing to, like, say to people, even if I think it's true. Like, they might like it for different reasons. Like, who am I to talk shit about it to them? Like, I don't know. So at some point, I kind of, like, cooled off about that kind of stuff. The idea is that you play an everyday citizen on Cybertron, pre-Civil War. Oops. And you choose who you choose to romance will also influence whether you become an Autobot or Decepticon once the war starts. Oh, interesting. Oops. As long as the dating sim aren't dating sim stupid for 20 hours, it's fine. Oh, I see. So you're kind of like, you are weary of the like of the kind of like trope twisting sort of thing. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I used to be like that. I actually still am in some ways. Me too. So far I have successfully limited it to only complaining at my husband because he like tolerates it pretty well. Like, you know, he'll be watching like I really don't like harem anime, like kind of those. I'm trying really hard to be like talk about it in neutral terms, but you know, you know, there's like a guy and like all the girls like him and stuff. Like, I'm really like not a fan of that. But my husband like really likes it. It's sort of like his I don't know. It's like his like junk food anime that he like kind of, you know, I think he knows it's like it's not like the best thing in the world, but he still enjoys it. But I do find it kind of therapeutic to trash talk it. But my husband is like cool with it. He's just like, okay, whatever you say, dear. Like, making fun of a genre to death has become its own genre. That's what I don't like. Yeah. Yep. I think a similar thing has actually happened to kind of isekai anime as well. Or isekai series, light novels. I don't know. Like, where the trope of the main character being like not a powerful person at all, but kind of like a weakling, but then they kind of figure out how to solve things in a non-traditional way. I think that's become kind of a trope, I think, as well. Deconstruction has run its course. It's time for genre reconstruction. Yeah, exactly. I think I don't know. It's kind of interesting how things like this kind of ebb and flow. Sort of a reaction and a reaction to a reaction. I don't know, it's kind of interesting how that happens. Another cultural phenomenon that I would like to read research papers about. Outside of the Pretty Cure franchise, when was the last time we had a magical anime that wasn't walking in Madoka's footsteps? Yeah. Miss Galaxy Duck, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know when. I actually haven't been keeping up with magical girl anime recently. What are some of the ones that did follow in Madoka's footsteps? I know there was Yuki Yuna as a hero, which I did watch, but I can't remember much about it. But I think that was also kind of like a deconstruction kind of experience. I do know people who claim Madoka was a deconstruction, hasn't seen any other magical girl show. Ooh, it's interesting. My potatoes are ready. Come here, horse. We must harvest. This is barely related, but I always wanted to write a paper or video essay or something on the evolution of words otaku and weeb using a Western. You should, and you should submit it to Anime Expo. They have an academic paper track at the convention. I have wanted to submit something to there for a really long time, but I've never gotten around to it outside of my day job stuff where I should be writing research papers that will help my job. But yeah, the Anime Expo has an academic track. They presumably do presentations and stuff. I've always wanted to go. Oh, I should have told my friend went to Anime Expo. I should have told him to check it out. I totally forgot about it until literally just now. But yeah, there's a venue for it. There's a venue for it, Beanie. There's a venue out there waiting for your academic contributions. Let me be mean about a piece of media in your stead. Yuki Yuna was terrible. Oh, okay. I remember I didn't like that much, but I don't remember enough details about it to justify why. Hello, familiar names. Yeah. Oop, my potato. No! Time travel. Yeah, I think the only magical girl anime I've seen more recently are the remakes. the Clear Card arc from Card Captors and I mean I actually never watched the Sailor Moon remake, but presumably that's just the same story. Oops. There's also there's a visual novel that I am interested in playing, maybe, but I don't know if people would be interested in watching it, so I might play it on my own. There is it's called Life After Magic. I think I saw it in the most recent Wholesome Games Direct or something like that from a couple months ago. And I think the concept is a bunch of retired magical girls. So it's not a dating sim, it's just a... Oop. It's just a visual novel, I think. But it's a bunch of retired magical girls who have to kind of I don't know, Ocean's 11 or whatever the trope is, get together for one last job or something like that, which I think is kind of funny. But they've all kind of moved on to other aspects of their lives, and so they kind of have to get back together. Cool horse. My horse can carry so many potatoes. Yeah, it sounds interesting, right? I think that's one part of the genre deconstruction thing that I haven't seen is like what happens after the main story. Magical girls growing older, or magical girls just kind of being a normal person and returning to kind of a mundane life or something like that. I don't know. It sounds kind of cool. The RPG Moon is about what happens after the RPG story. Oh, interesting. That is also on my to playlist. That's the one that I know nothing about it except for the fact that the way I learned about Moon was I I think Toby Fox tweeted about it or something when it got released for Switch, and he like retweeted the creator of the game and was like, oh, this was like really like one of my favorite games. I'm so glad it's coming to Switch or something like that. Yeah, it's on the Switch. I actually don't know anything about it, but then I was like, you know what? If Toby Fox says it's a great game, I will check it out. So I like put it on my wish list, but I haven't like researched it at all. Toby Fox called it an influence even before I got the port. Yeah, like correct me if I'm wrong, but it did not have an English translation before it came to the Switch, I think. Like that's why it was sort of that's why it was kind of like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah, it was in Japanese only. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I want to check it out. Oh, Toby hadn't actually played it? Oh, interesting. He just like knew about it. And there's too many games, y'all. I love video games so much. I want to play so many video games. He liked the idea and included the non-violence aspect into Undertale. Wait, what the hell? What the heck? Hello, mister. I've got a notice from your father this morning. He says he'll be back here by the end of summer next year. He's so worried about how you live here, so make him feel at ease then. Oh, okay, so this is telling me, like, the evaluation's coming up. Oh, it's summer. Oh, that really snuck up on me. It's been hot recently. The weather forecast is for tomorrow is fair. Great. Hello, birds. Other abysmal Maho shows that have come out in recent years: Magical Destroyers, Assault Lily Bouquet, Magical Girl Sight, Spec Ops Asuka, and Magical Girl Raising Project. I have heard of literally none of these. I guess I'm really out of the loop. Are you doing a Harvest Moon weekend? I don't know. I think tomorrow... I think tomorrow I'm gonna play this little mini RPG that one of my friends gifted me. It's like 1 or 2 hours long, so it's quite short. I think I can beat it in one sitting tomorrow. I think I'm gonna play that, and then on Sunday, I guess that'll be Harvest Moon drawing. So not quite playing the game, but it'll still be Harvest Moon, kind of. Next weekend is Legend of Legaia weekend. Yes, we have decided I'm gonna play Legend of Legaia next weekend. Maybe like a mix of Harvest Moon and like Harvest Moon one day and like Legend of Legaia 2 days or something like that. I don't know. I want to show off that game. I want to show it off. And actually, good modern Maho is Wish Upon the Pleiades, which was commissioned by the car company Subaru. But it's actually great. Wow, that's kind of cool. I'll have to check that out. Subaru went to someone was like, make us a 12-episode commercial, and it turned out to be the one dude who was like, finally, my chance to go ham. I mean, good for them. They got an opportunity and knocked it out of the park, it sounds like. They made the most of their chance. Great art is always born that way. Yes. Oh. Give me your milk. Okay. I just shot you the OP over Discord to check out later. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Oh, if an anime has banging OP and ending musics, that is a big plus for me. Big plus for me. Hope I'm not running out of fodder. Should check that more often. Some of it actually has big Shugo Chara vibes. I have not watched that. I do not know what that is. What is that? I feel like I haven't seen a lot of classics. I'll love it. Oh, you seem very confident. so perhaps it is true. I've heard of it. Like, the words are familiar to me. Is it an older anime? I'll have to check it out. Hopefully I can catch them this weekend. For now, I sleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kai. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Early 2000s, so yeah, kinda. Old person sigh. Early 2000s. Okay. Yeah, because I definitely heard of it. Like, it sounds familiar, but I know nothing about it. Where's my horse? Come here. You need to ship the potatoes. Then I need to go buy new crops. What did I grow last time? Tomatoes? I'll grow corn this time. As an anime, but it's one of those series that was much more well known as a manga in the West. Oh. Interesting. Oh, so this was the days of like Barnes and Nobles. Sitting in the manga aisle and reading all the books. They wouldn't have to buy them. I actually don't think the anime has ever been dubbed. Oh, interesting. Huh. Hey, Marble. Marble's whining at me because he wants me to take off his cone. But you're not allowed, Marble, because I can't monitor you while I'm streaming. I'm sorry. What time is it? 11 o'clock. Okay, plenty of time. Let's buy some corn. Oh, this will keep regrowing. Excellent. Okay, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. I hate that I have to count this, and if I stop counting, I'll lose track. 8. Why is buying in bulk not a thing? 9. 10. 11. 12. 13 and 14. Marble made a mess minute 1 of the stream. Why is he away? Oh, well, I mean, he wasn't really like making a mess on purpose. His cone was like bumping into things. Like he was trying to get to his like comfortable spot on top of my computer. But he was like knocking stuff over. Hello, do you like flowers? Yes. But yeah, he's kind of sleeping because whenever he has his cone on, he acts like he gets all like lethargic. Not really lethargic, but he gets kind of sad, and I think the cone is kind of, you know, it's sort of tiring to have on his neck. So he just sits on my computer like it's a sick bed, and he just like it's like he's laying in bed all day. It's like he's doing the cat equivalent of laying in bed all day, and kind of like, you know, rotates around to get comfortable, like occasionally shifts positions. So he's just been sitting next to me during the stream. Well, I can't sleep. Help! Uh-oh. I don't know if I can help you. I also am bad at sleeping. I have not slept well all week. I don't know why. The cat equivalent of laying in bed all day is being a cat. Well, true. But even for a cat, like this is like a more asleep than more laying around than I think his base level of laying around. What are your thoughts on Polkageist? Polkageist. I don't know what that is either. I'm really sorry. I don't know what that is. Ah! Alexander Dean, what are you gonna do? The way I like to sleep when I can't sleep is I lay in bed and look at my phone for 2 hours and then I fall asleep. That's extremely useless advice. I'm sorry. Taking melatonin. Ah. I tried taking a little bit of melatonin before. It like doesn't do much for me. I don't know why. And I've heard you're supposed to I don't know if it's because of this, but I read that you're supposed to actually take like like only a little bit, and like the default amounts the melatonin comes in when you buy it in a store is actually like way too much. So you're supposed to like eat like half the pill or something. But maybe it's too little. It like never helps me. Doing blackface is not going to make it better. Greg. Oh, I bought too much corn. The new Pokemon that got revealed a couple days ago. Oh, you know what? I haven't watched the trailer yet. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I knew there was a thing that came out and I haven't watched it yet. Higher doses don't seem to make a difference. Yeah, like I think there's some like limit to how much your body can actually like absorb or something like that. And so like taking higher doses, I think for some reason taking higher doses actually like interferes with your sleep more than it helps. So if you take like a tiny little bit, that's supposed to be the best, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just like my nighttime phone browsing is like too powerful and it just kind of counteracts it. Because technically you're just supposed to like lie there. And then it just, if you put yourself in ideal sleep conditions, it helps you. But if you're like sitting there with your phone, it just kind of like wears off without you falling asleep or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I've answered my own question. But yeah, I used to be really afraid of melatonin. I've always had kind of sleep problems, and I've heard people have taken melatonin to help with not being able to sleep at night, but for whatever reason I was like afraid of it. Like, oh god, I'm gonna like sleep forever, or like I'm not gonna wake up on time, or it's gonna like make me super sleepy. But it's not as powerful as I like imagined it was. So difficult not to pick up the phone and scroll while struggling to sleep, right? Because like you want to distract your brain from like the, oh god, I'm so tired, I wish I could sleep, I feel very sad about the fact that I can't sleep. At least that's the way for me. Like I want to distract myself from the fact that I'm like grumpy. So I pick up the phone, but then, you know, of course that doesn't help. So it's a struggle. I understand. I wish I had like a nice like sleeping ASMR voice. But I am much too loud for that. And that's another thing actually I don't actually know much about. I don't know anything about ASMR. Like I've never, I think, watched an ASMR video. Cause like whenever I try, like I'll like click on a clip, I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, whatever VTuber doing an ASMR thing, and I like click on it and then And then I'm like, I'm scared because they're whispering at me, and then I just turn it off. So I'm, I don't know. It's just not my thing, I guess. I don't know. Jason Jack, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the farm. How's the farm? The farm is good. I'm filling it with cows. I've been buying a lot of cows recently. We're gonna have a very financially successful farm because cows bring a lot of money, it turns out, if they are happy and producing lots of milk. We got a lot of cows. We got yeah, I think we're almost full. Oh my god. Wait, do you see this? The like the lag? Oh god. Okay, so well, we need 2 more cows. And yeah, and then I've added a lot of grass. So we're just growing some grass. Trying to fill up this whole area so I don't have to deal with like weeds and stuff, but because I don't think I'm powerful enough to like fill this with crops. I will get too bored. Yeah. Oh, you were noticing the lag before? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't notice it until now. I guess I was like busy talking. ASMR bits can be funny though, but yeah, actually ASMR I'm not a fan personally. Yeah, I think I've seen some like early on when ASMR just started being a thing, I saw some like parody videos of people being like, you know, like affirmations and stuff like that were like, I can't remember anymore. You know, like your favorite anime is valid. Stuff like that. It's so funny that modern day harvesting games still lag when too many cows are on screen. I mean, the choice is laggy game or less cows. And the answer is always laggy game, of course. We're not going to sacrifice the amount of cows. You want a farm full of cows. What kind of harvesting game would it be if we didn't do that? My cows are slowly growing up. Oops. Yeah, I get scared of ASMR. I don't know why. I don't know if that's like a normal reaction. Like I've never heard of anyone being scared of ASMR. Like I've heard people being neutral to it and like people really liking it, but I don't know if I'm alone in this. ASMR voice. Your favorite anime is garbage. One Piece isn't as good as you think it is. Evangelion isn't interesting anymore. Stop pretending you're special for liking Cowboy Bebop. You should make that a video, Beanie. Do it. There's that, have people watched, Love is War? Kaguya-sama Love is War? There's like a bit where one of the characters, she's like very like straight edge. She's like super prim and proper. And then she's like in the club room, like, you know, with like one other person. And she's like, I'm gonna do some homework. And she like puts in her headphones and like starts listening to something on her phone. But her headphones are like slightly unplugged so that, like she can't hear it, but like this is like my nightmare scenario. Like she doesn't realize it, but the sound is coming out of her phone, so like the other person in the room can like hear what she's listening to. The Kaguya-sama. I actually haven't watched the dub. I should watch it though. I see clips of it all the time. But anyway, it's like the thing that she's listening to is like, it's like a handsome man like affirmations like voice clips or something like that. It's like something really like not prim and proper. It's like kind of like questionable. I thought that was hilarious and also kind of horrifying because the headphones becoming unplugged from the phone and not realizing it is like actually one of my worst fears. I always double check my headphones. Are we talking about ASMR now? We're talking about how I'm scared of ASMR and such. Yeah, but the skit continues. You should look up the skit because it's really funny. But the skit continues because the other person, it's like from the other person's perspective, and they're like, "Oh my god, do I tell them that I can hear what they're listening to, or do I just pretend that I don't hear anything and like save them the embarrassment, right? Like, what do I do?" And so they're like, okay, I'll just leave it alone. Like, I'll just pretend I can't hear anything. But then another person walks in, right? And they're like, hey guys. And then he's like, oh my God, I have to stop this. What do I do? Do I tell her what's going on? Or do I like, how do I prevent this from like getting out? I don't know. It's a really funny skit. It's like those phone calls Lisa did in that one Simpsons episode. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, which is very weird because I haven't watched a lot of Simpsons. That's happened to me when I thought my earphones were in and it sounds muffled because it's not plugged in, so you just turn up louder. Yeah, I witnessed this happen to somebody. This is what instilled the fear in me. When I was in college, I was at the library, like doing some homework or something, and then like suddenly from like the right across the room, like really loud music started playing, like kind of loud, like pop rock type music. And some guy was just like jamming out on his headphones. Like he had he was just like jamming out, and everyone was kind of like looking at him like, oh my God, rude. Like, why would you play your music so loud? And then like somebody after, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes, somebody went over and kind of tapped him on the shoulder and was like, hey, could you like maybe put in headphones or something? And he like pulled off his headphones and he was like, oh my God. He's like, I'm so sorry. I thought it was like in, and everyone was like, oh, okay. You know, so he wasn't being rude. It was just a mistake. I saw that and I was like, I'm never going to let that happen to me. That is horrifying. I didn't even know that was like a thing to be afraid of. So I don't know. I witnessed it. I witnessed it happen to someone else and I was like, never. It shall never happen to me. Oh, she's talking about Pichan. How's Pichan doing? I wonder if it's doing okay. I wonder if Pichan ever, like, shows up in the wilderness. Possible? When you think the person is very rude and then they become very relatable. Yeah. Oh, Ellen is done being romanced. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I don't know, everyone's kind of like looking like, are they doing it on, like, what, why are they doing it? And then you realize, a horrible situation has happened and they are probably now very embarrassed. What do y'all think it feels like to be hit with a comment? It's a good question to ask yourself while you're going to sleep. Okay, the chain of Joy does not know what these things are continues because I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. I've watched one episode of Dragon Ball Z that was in Korean. That was purely in Korean because my mom like found it at the Korean like videotape store, which is a concept that I may need to explain, but and it was, I specifically remember it was like, this is Gohan, maybe? It was like a child. I don't know which character it was, but it was a child and he was like lost and he was crying and he was like, Dad, where are you? That's all I remember. That was like, I just remember that because I watched it as a kid and I was like, wow, that's so sad to be lost in like a weird, like in the middle of nowhere. And also the kid is a monkey tail and that's like strange. Some headphones make noise pass in both ways if they're not properly connected, both in the headphones and in the phone output. Oh. Probably painful at first and then nothing. That's what I imagine just from my cultural osmosis of Dragon Ball Z. Like it seems very all-encompassingly destructive. Greg, true, but I suppose you can tell because the polarity of one channel will be inverted, which to me is a pretty noticeable effect. Huh. I think it's like getting hit with pure energy, so it'd be intense but quick. Maybe you're having a bad I watched a movie called Kiki's Delivery Service. Anyone else seen it? Yeah! I watched it a long time ago. But I need to watch it again. I remember, all I remember is that I was like kind of stressed actually, because the girl got stressed about like her her job or something like that. And I was like, oh no, I relate too much to this. I should watch it again. I feel like my perspective on it will probably have changed since I last watched it. I think I was much younger. She gets stressed about her skills. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. There is, if you're interested in Kiki's Delivery Service and, oh, I don't know why I'm in here. And if you are interested in tabletop RPGs, there is a solo tabletop RPG that I have been following on Kickstarter called, what's it called? It's called, wait, let me see if I can find it. It's called Koriko, A Magical Year. And I actually want to play it on stream. I do not know how that would work. What's a tabletop RPG? Oh, it's like Dungeons and Dragons. It's Dungeons and Dragons. So it's like, you know, like you're kind of like playing pretend, but like with rules and like dice and stuff. And so most of these are multiplayer, and usually with like a GM who like controls the world, and then the players like interact with the world, and then the GM says like, okay, like you try to do this, I'll tell you what happens. So it's like kind of a very structured way of playing pretend. And solo RPGs are kind of, they're relatively new to me, but because I often do not have people to play with, I kind of stumbled across this concept of solo RPGs, which is basically a tabletop RPG, but you're like making up the story alone, and there's like tools to help you like generate what happens next. So it's almost like a creative writing exercise kind of, but like set in sort of a role-playing manner. Like you play, I think in Koriko, you play as a little witch who has moved to a new town, and like you're trying to like make the most of your year in this town, and like adventures happen and things like that. So it's really just like a creative writing exercise kind of. I've never played a solo RPG. I've like been collecting them, and I don't know how to play them. I need to just like sit down and try one so I can see whether it'd be fun to play on stream or not. But like people post videos and stuff of them playing solo RPGs, like on YouTube and things like that. And you just kind of like follow along with the story that they make up. So it's kind of like, yeah, like improv, creative writing kind of thing. And like, if you want to, you can have like, you know, like maybe there's a way for chat to kind of like influence the story or something like that. I think that would be cool. Have you tried watching a Silent Voice again? No, I have not. I have not. I haven't been watching much of anything recently, actually. But it is in my media library. It's like there. I can watch it whenever I want. It is there, enticing me to watch it, but I don't know. I need to be in the mood. I need to be like not sad. Like kind of make sure I'm in the in a good spot so I can kind of emotionally handle it. Yeah. I will watch it though. I really need to. I really want to watch it. I just need to like gather the courage. Big RPG collector, excited to play one for the first time. That's like not even a joke. It's 100% true. I've bought so many tabletop RPG books. I see them on Kickstarter and I'm like, oh my god, that looks so cool. I want to send them money. And so then I do, and then I get like the PDF or the book or whatever. And I have not played a single one of them. There's a Korean mythology themed Dungeons and Dragons like module that some folks have made that look really cool. And I think I might try to get my siblings to play it with me, though I don't know if they've played Dungeons and Dragons before. But they might be interested. But that one I think is fine. Even if I don't get to play it, I think it'd be really fun to read the book and kind of learn about like, you know, read Korean fantasy, Korean magical fantasy, which is like pretty unusual. I don't know. I enjoy reading the books, even if I don't play them, which is kind of a very nerdy activity, I suppose. but I like reading the books. It makes me feel like I'm reading like old tomes or like spell books or something. Every time I think of D&D now, I think of Baldur's Gate. That's fair. Oh, I do want to play Baldur's Gate 2. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 as well. One of my friends has been playing it, and they're like, I would love to see you play it. It's also a very long game. I'm like, I do kind of want to play it. It seems like you can also date people virtually, which is a plus. I like that. I want to romance random NPCs. But yeah, D&D is, if you're familiar with Baldur's Gate and like Neverwinter Nights and those computer games, you might be more familiar with Dungeons and Dragons than you think, because they're kind of built upon a similar system. You can date bears. Can you date birds like in How to Full Boyfriend? I don't know. If there's a bird race, perhaps. People speedrun the dating. Oh my god. Why would you not enjoy the dating? Imagine Harvest Moon, you could also date the cows. Well, if the cows were, you know, able to consent to romantic relationships. And sure, why not? Speedrun the dating. I mean, that is kind of actually what happens in Harvest Moon, isn't it? We are trying to speedrun dating in Harvest Moon, huh? Because we need to make time for everything else. It can get quite inappropriate. Oh. Oh no! Wait, I don't think I can play it then because I'll be too embarrassed to play it. Is there like a wholesome only mode? It's a very raunchy game? Oh. Okay. Maybe I'll play it on my own though. You can just censor it? Uh-oh. Censoring is... They're censoring, huh? I see. So that's how... I see. There are things that must be censored. It has a safe mode. Oh yeah, like that. Oh, I mean, that's fine. I just be like, oh no, I'm embarrassed about my character doing an inappropriate thing. I'm just gonna sit here, I guess. I would not be able to make the choices I need to make, I think, in these scenes. I'd be like, oh no. I'm a baby when it comes to this stuff. I don't know why. It's like, there's nothing wrong with it. I just am like... ah. Just personally, I guess. I'll never understand why people enjoy that. Seeing some of the stuff people do is very funny. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. I should just watch some playthroughs, because I think I would enjoy watching somebody play and like making funny choices, but I don't know if I would... Maybe it'd be too much pressure. Have I given everybody food? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, okay. All the adults have food. Great. Being raised Christian? That must be part of it. My formative years were extremely sheltered, so I think I just have like a low tolerance, I guess, to stuff like that. And I'm definitely at a point where I'm just like, oh yeah, like that's cool. Like, people do whatever they want. But like, I cannot. I have like a hard time like engaging with, like cutscenes and stuff. There was a scene in Final Fantasy 16. It's pretty early on. That is like kind of raunchy, just like a little bit. And I like screamed. I was like, ah! I was like, what in the world? I was like, my wholesome Final Fantasy games. What is this? Which is like totally fine for Final Fantasy 16 to take as a direction. I just like wasn't. I was like not prepared. I was not prepared. Baldur's not a very pleasant sounding word. Baldur's a Norse god. More respect for him, please. Maybe he should have chosen a better name. Or his parents should have chosen a better name? How does naming in Norse mythology works? The game is wild in every regard. Yeah, I have real mixed feelings about Final Fantasy 16. That is another thing where I'm like, this is another thing that I complained to openly about my thoughts about Final Fantasy 16 to my husband, but to nobody else because I feel like I will make people sad. His name is in Norse myth is Baldur, actually. Where are the girls? What? Why did they just like disappear? Where are they? I want to give them an egg. Feel free to. No. I always feel bad afterwards. I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather talk about like things that I like and instead of bashing something. Definitely not a perfect game. Yeah, I know. People, I think I'm not alone in having mixed feelings about the game. Oh, there's Eve. Where are the other girls? Is Nina in the cave? Rewind. Baldur. Balding Gate. Oh, Nina is in the cave. They're just hiding. The girls are hiding. I want to do Garden Forever. Not at all. I've seen tons of people really hype for it to come out with mixed feelings. Yeah. Like, I don't think it's too uncommon to have mixed feelings about it. Thankfully. Like, I don't think I'm alone in that, so. I haven't played a Final Fantasy since 8. Have I missed anything good? 9 is very good. But I'm also kind of biased because it was my first Final Fantasy that I ever played. So, yeah, maybe I'm biased. Where am I going? I want to get a flower so I can give it to Maria. I like 9. I also liked 10, though I think that's less... I feel less strongly about 10, but 10 I thought was kind of interesting. But it's definitely more romance-oriented, I think, than some of the other Final Fantasies. 9 is one of the most popular ones. How could you be biased? Oh, okay. I don't know what people's opinions are on 9. I like it more than 7, which I don't know if that's controversial or not, but 10 is also pretty good. 11 was not a very good MMO, from what I have been told. I never tried it myself. 12, I didn't like that much. But 12 feels... 12 was very like political intrigue type stuff, and and personally I'm not super into it. So I didn't like the story very much, and like the writing was kind of... Oh, see, I'm doing it. Look at me. I'm doing it. I gotta stop. But anyway, I didn't like 12 very much, but except for the combat system, I actually really enjoyed the combat system. I don't know why. Why am I taking this flower to my farm? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fool. I should go buy another cow instead of wasting time. Yeah, 12 I didn't like that much, but it's like fine. Oh, Ellen's here. Wait, was she not here before? Ah, we're closed. Uh-oh. Oh, because it's Saturday. Okay, never mind. I never played 13, so I cannot comment on it. So I feel like I've heard people say they didn't like it very much. But I did... Oh, I talked to my professor, the one who likes Final Fantasy VI. I asked him about it because he played it and he liked it, so I don't know. What else? And then 14, I recommend, but it's an MMO and very long, so it will suck out hours of your life. So you gotta be prepared to sacrifice your time and attention. And then 15 I didn't like very much. And then there's 16. So yeah, I would recommend 9 and maybe 10 if you're like cool with like romance stories. Yeah, but 9 is really, really good. I liked it a lot. But I also played it when I was like in high school. Was it high school? It was a long time ago. I don't know. I should replay it. Maybe if they make a remaster for the Switch or something like they did with 8. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of good Final Fantasies out there. 8 was very strange, but I liked it more. Oh, it's a frog! Did you see that? Jumped away. 8 was a very strange game, but I didn't dislike it. I have like, I don't know how to describe my feelings towards 8. But yeah, it's like, it's a very interesting game. They tried to do something different, which is, I can respect that. Hello, dog. Let's go to sleep, I guess. What day is it? 3rd of summer. Let's see. Maybe let's do one more day and then we'll end the stream maybe, because it's getting kind of late. We'll do one more day. 8 was excellent until maybe the last 20% of the story. Then it got ridiculous. Yeah. Right? I was like, what game am I playing? What is this? But it was like weird enough that I like wanted to figure out what was going on, I guess. It's very strange. It was a strange experience, but not unpleasant. But yeah, I totally know what you mean. Okay, cows. I wish the cows would not walk around so much. They get all like mixed up. The lag, the cows, they're too powerful. I have one more spot for a cow. Ah, come back. Okay. We gotta milk the adult cows. I like that all of your cows have M names. Yep, it's tradition. It is just tradition. I am bad at naming things. My cat also has an M name. Come to think of it, I feel like I name a lot of things with M. Why is that? Very strange. You think I would name things J? I feel like that's my letter, J. Oops. Oh, the lag, I can't. Ugh. Oh, there's a cow hiding in here. Oh my gosh. Is getting 12 cows a bad idea? This is like, there's so many. Oh god, they're everywhere. Everyone stay still, please. I'm very curious about the programming that is happening in the background that makes the game lag in this room. Is it because they have to like... decide where the cow, maybe each of the cows have to decide where they're walking at all times, and like they all have like animations and stuff too, so they have different states, like laying down, sleeping. Maybe it's continually like choosing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that all the adult cows? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Oh wait, there's another. I see you. You're hiding. Are you a cow? Okay. Oh god. Notice how the cows kind of shift up and down shakily when you move up and down the aisle? Yeah. That happens too with, oops. That was the wrong box. I've noticed that happens too with, like in the flower festival. The NPCs were like standing around and I was like moving up and down the town square and they all kind of like shift. They sort of like shake around. So the game's trying to calculate their position, I guess? Maybe? Something? I don't know. There's something happening. I like cows. They're very pleasant animals. I sometimes call them mooers. That's a cute nickname for them. I regret that I have not known very many cows in real life. I should remedy that. I know they're kind of stinky, but that's okay with me. I like seeing them, you know, when you're like driving by, I don't know, you're on like a road trip or something and you drive by some farm area. And then you see cows in the grass. Okay. Give an egg to Maria. I don't know. I'm always like chilled out when I see a cow like laying in the grass. I'm like, oh man, you're having a good life. Good for you. I always go, cows! Yeah. Look, cows! All the moo-moos in the meadows. Yeah. Why are they sitting so far apart? Is it because they're in church? Come on. Everyone knows already. Sit closer. Oh, and now you gotta say cows. You also have to say sheep when you see sheep. Sheep. And horses. I also like to yell horses when you see a horse in a horse trailer. Like you're driving along the road and then a trailer drives by and they have horses in them and they're like peeking out the little windows. Nina in here on Sundays? Can't remember. And they're just kind of like looking. You can barely see them through their little window that they have. It's very cute. And you realize they're just standing, you know? They just have to stand the whole time they're being driven somewhere. Oh, there's Nina. Here you go. Have this flower. Yes. Human animals and plants are all alive. That is true, Nina. Very good. I can kind of like end my day early when since I've done Romancing Eve. There isn't like, I don't have to like wait till nighttime to do chores. Interesting. Very interesting. Have I ever mentioned that I used to make, when I was in elementary school, I used to make adoptables and like give them to my classmates. I like would draw mad like unicorns and stuff on paper, on notebook paper, and like color them in and make them look cool. And then I'd be like, go to my classmates, I'd be like, would you like to adopt this unicorn? And they would be like, yeah, if I gave it to them. I was ahead of my time. I was thinking about that because I, for whatever reason, learned to draw horses at a very young age. And that enabled me to draw my unicorn adoptables. They were like very, like, they were like, it wasn't like a cartoon horse. It was like, I drew like a horse and then like colored it like blue and like gave it wings and stuff. I like to think they were pretty high quality adoptables. Very nicely rendered. I wish I had a picture. But I probably like gave them away. I would write down like genetics for them too. And I told my classmates like, oh, if you want to like breed your unicorn with like another person's unicorn, I can like draw the babies based on like the genetics. And like my fellow fourth graders were like, okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Do you think any of your friends kept their unicorns? I don't know, because it wasn't like friends. It was like, it was my classmates, like random kids in my class, like people I didn't even like hang out with normally, but I would like try to sell my wares. I was like, would you like a unicorn? It's a really good unicorn, and it's got like all these rare traits and like cool like things on it. But I don't know if they kept them. I'm not sure if they like had any sort of like affection towards the things. It's a way of meeting people. No, I think I just kind of wanted to give people unicorns. I was like not trying to make friends. I was very seriously like, I am running a notebook paper unicorn adoption agency. Here are some unicorns for your perusal. Would you like this one? This one is also very cool because it carries the like the tiger stripes genes, and like if it has offspring, then like the offspring might have tiger stripes or something. And I do not recall a single kid being like, that's very interesting. I think they were just kind of like, oh cool, like free drawing, thanks. I'm like, yes, please be sure to feed and care for your unicorn. And they're like, oh, okay. Whatever you say. Okay, I think I'm done. Let me just double check. Did I feed everybody? Yeah, okay. Oh, they're all nicely in their spots when you go in there. Interesting. Would anyone refuse the unicorn? I don't think so. I think it was more like I don't remember. I do vaguely feel like I had a hard time like getting people to like request one. Like I think I really wanted people to like ask for like, oh, I would like my unicorn to have an offspring. And I'd be like, great, I will draw a brand new unicorn using, you know, genetics and Punnett squares or whatever. Like I don't think anyone ever took me up on like this breeding a unicorn concept, probably because they were like, what in the world are you talking about? So my adoption agency did not take off. It was just a one-time thing, I think. Anyway, I guess maybe we'll end the stream here. We had a good couple of hours of Harvest Moon. Thank you all for hanging out. It was a nice day to wrap up the work week. I was wanted to do something relaxing tonight. Fun stream. Yay! I'm glad you had fun. Waving hamster emote, flopping shrimp emote. Enjoyed stream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm glad you all had fun. Yay. It's always nice to see familiar names in the chat. I will tomorrow be streaming the Moonlight RPG. It's like 1 or 2 hours, so it should be a pretty short stream. But yeah, a friend gifted it and I wanted to check it out. I will try that tomorrow. And I will see you then if you are interested in seeing that. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.